What if I told you that you can go from never owning a business ever in your life to making $25,000 a month with an office cleaning business in under a year, even if you have zero experience or connections? I know that sounds like internet garbage, but in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how you can do it. And this is gonna work for you no matter where you are, no matter where you live, so you don't have to worry about that being a limiting factor as well. I'm also gonna break down 3 burning questions that you are probably thinking, starting with number 1, how fast can you actually grow this office cleaning business to $25K a month as a beginner? And number 2, what systems can you use to keep the business growing without needing you more than, let's say, 10 to 15 hours per week? And number 3, what are the right types of clients you could be targeting? And what do you do once you find those clients? $1 million question, right? If you have been thinking about starting an office cleaning business, but you weren't sure if it was actually possible to do it the right way as a beginner, then this video is going to change your mind. But first, what's going on, everybody? Mike Mack here, founder of AutomatedCleaningBusiness.com. I've also wrote that book, Pick Up Cash, Not Trash. And I've helped hundreds of people, in all seriousness, build office cleaning businesses that target exclusively high ticket clients, which we'll talk about that in a bit. But let me state some obvious for you first. Anyone can start the cleaning business. I mean, that's why so many people flock to this type of business. You just get a website, print some flyers, knock on some doors, and then you compete like everyone else for $200 jobs. Now, if I were telling you you're gonna build a cleaning business to $25K a month, and I was telling you that was the approach, take the same approach as everybody else, I would be a fraud. Especially if I told you you're gonna be able to do that in under 10 hours per week. The truth is, with $200 clients, that is never going to help you get there. That model, as far as I'm concerned, is completely broken. You see, the difference between beginners who succeed right out of the gate versus those who struggle for years with this business, never making true money, comes down to 3 simple things. You learn these from day 1, and you are going to skip years of mistakes. That you can take to the bank, my friends. So let me show you exactly what I mean, starting with the first thing. All right, I want you to picture this for a second. 2 complete beginners decide they want to make $25,000 a month. Both are starting an office cleaning business on the same day. See, the first person follows the old advice. They start hustling those $200 jobs, and they start collecting all the residential they can, or maybe they get some small offices, but we're talking like $500 to $1,000. Now, this first person, they're working hard all the time, and they're slowly building up their client base. Now, the second person takes a completely different approach. They skip all the small stuff and they go straight after the offices that can afford to pay you $5,000 to $10,000 per month just for general cleaning. Let's do some math here for a second. To make $25,000 a month with clients paying $500 each, you would need 50 clients to make $25,000 a month. But what if your clients were paying $5,000 each? How many would you need to make $25,000 a month? Well, I am not a mathematician, but it was pretty easy for me, so it should be easy for you. That's 5 clients. 5 clients paying $5,000 a month put you right in that sweet spot. Now, that shouldn't be breaking news to you. It wasn't for me. But in the beginning for me, I had to overcome this feeling that I'm never gonna be able to attract this type of client because I'm brand new. So I thought I had to continuously stack small clients to get there. But I was dead wrong. So if you're currently thinking how I was thinking back then, I want you to comment high ticket state of mind. Do that for me, very important. But I'm here to tell you right now that all that is a poor state of mind that's not serving you. Getting 5 high ticket clients is going to be light years easier than getting and managing 50 small clients. So while everyone else is fighting for scraps for these small house cleaning jobs, I'm telling you, if you want to be a smart beginner, go straight for the larger offices that have the real budgets who can afford to pay for good services. So I mean, the biggest takeaway you should have from this is start where you want to end up. No one's gonna know that you took on a bunch of clients. If you put 2 beginning companies up against each other, they're not gonna know who's been hustling for the last 2 years cleaning small offices and small houses versus somebody who has just started out. They're just not gonna know. Especially when you can make your brand and your company seem high ticket. By the way, if you want to learn more about building a high ticket cleaning business, get my new micro book, 10 Commandments of a High Ticket Cleaning Business. It's fresh off the presses. Get it below. It's free. Click the link below and get your copy. Now back to the video. What's the second thing? So we're just talking about focusing on the right types of clients, starting where you want to end up. But what's that second thing you need to know as a beginner? You can keep this business growing without needing more than 10 hours per week from you to set it up, as long as you have the right systems from day 1. So that sounds crazy, right? You can build this type of business without it becoming a full-time gig. How is that possible? Well, I'm glad you asked, my friends, because here's how it's possible. It's automation through delegation. Here's how it works. Using the 80-20 principle, 80% of your time needs to be focused on growing your cleaning business, finding more high-ticket clients. The other 20% is going to your team and managing your clients. See, doing things the way I do it, from day one, you're gonna get other people to do the cleaning. You need to hire cleaners right away. Do not repeat my mistake of becoming a professional cleaner in your own company. You're never gonna win like that. Now, once you get your first few accounts, I want you to take one of your cleaners and put them into a part-time, nighttime manager position. See, the power of this is they're gonna make sure everything gets done right at night. The cleaning, the supplies are on check, everything is going to be good. Now, as it grows, I want you to bring in someone to help you out during daytime stuff, like some scheduling here and there, but mostly talking to clients and doing some paperwork as needed. Now, you may be asking yourself, okay, but could you give me a little bit more of how this looks? All right, so I can only go off of my experience and my most successful students, and here's what their 10 hours tends to look like. 8 hours of that 10 is finding and building new relationships with high ticket prospects. The other 2 hours a week, honest to God, is just spent on managing your team, overseeing things, and just making sure everything is running smoothly. Now, I'm not saying you're gonna start there from day one. You may exceed that 10 hours in the very beginning, but with the right systems, it's going to come right back down. So the big takeaway I want you to have here is automation is real. You can absolutely automate a business, especially when you have 5 to 10 clients. It becomes really simple with just a couple of key hires. Now, I said there'd be 3 things, right? 3 things that you'd have to know from day one. Well, this one is really, really good. Now, let's jump right to the 3rd thing. This is the one that separates truly beginners who actually start landing these high ticket clients out of the gate versus those who stay stuck in their own way. And this comes down to how they actually approach these clients. See, a lot of people just get in this game and I gotta say, they're overconfident. They think, oh, just some cold calling, some door to door, I'll throw some money on ads. And they try to do the same old stuff that everyone else is doing who are currently unsuccessful, and they wonder, why am I not successful? But here's why this doesn't work for most people. Because $5,000 to $10,000 per month clients don't respond to cold calls or basic sales pitches. They work with people they know they can trust. Why? Because nobody wants to look bad at that level. A law office that can afford to pay $5,000 plus per month, it's a different ballgame than a chiropractor who wants to nickel and dime you for $400 for a one-time per month clean. So since we know there's a big chasm between these types of clients, why would you pursue them the same way that you would pursue the others? See, if you have it together, you wouldn't do it that way. So your approach needs to be completely different. You need to understand their problems. You need to know who the decision maker is, right? You need to show up completely different than your competition. If you could do that, you will land these clients right out of the gate. But see, most beginners waste months cold calling everyone saying, hey, we clean buildings, we're legit, we're the best. But they never get the decision makers for these high ticket contracts. And that's because they don't come across as any different. So they don't care. You're not exciting to them. Look, I'm not talking smack. I'm not saying no one's ever landed a high ticket client cold calling before, but I'm not talking about one here and there. I'm talking about building a business where you continuously have these people coming to you. It's a big difference. My decade plus experience tells me that there's a much better way. And this is the way I'm laying it out. You have to position yourself like an expert. Position yourself like someone who is completely different than all the other people, the rookies who are calling them every day or showing up every day, talking about how awesome they are. By the way, if you're still watching this video to this point, I gotta say, you're a real one, and clearly you are committed to making yourself successful. So I'm proud of you. Hit that like button for me. And now that you know that, the key is, how do you put it together? So look, if you're ready to build this type of business around high ticket clients, if you want to build a high ticket cleaning business and you'd like to see what it'd be like working with me and my team, helping you every step of the way, giving you everything you need so you can absolutely crush it right out of the gate, click the first link in the description, book a call, talk with my team. It's complimentary, of course. See if we'd be a good fit to help you. But if you're just more like, I just want to hang out on YouTube University a little bit longer, can I get a little bit more specifics on getting these types of clients? Hey, I got you. Check out this video right here. It's going to be your best friend. Peace out, Cub Scouts. Or I'll see you over there.